there's a lot of stuff here. Yes, it's me again. Still hate this thing. But I got yelled at me and said I had to. So it's his event. No, it's even worse. So today we are gathered and we are going to ask somebody to join our ranks today.
So one of the privileges of having been around our community for a really long time is you get a chance to watch people grow. There are people that you've seen since they were very young move and mature and become leaders in our game. The person that we're going to knight is someone who is a leader in lots of aspects. There's someone who shows incredible creativity in terms of plot writing, incredible creativity in terms of props and costumes and physical things that they contribute. Somebody that's even invented games. They are somebody that helps a variety of groups. They show up as a leader on the field and off the field, but they're also somebody who doesn't think too highly of themselves to be willing to do grunt work when it's necessary, to jump in and wash dishes, to do other small things at pretty much every single event they attend to make it better for other people. It's somebody I've learned a lot from, and I'm incredibly proud to have us tonight.
So I'm bringing you up here. This is somebody who I kind of thought would definitely be up here before I ever would. It's someone who I have looked up to as long as I've known them, and who has worked with me, not someone I have worked with. One of the things that I think about when I'm saying, should that person be a KOEF, is I think to myself, how would the game and the community be different if this person weren't around and a part of it? And there are a lot of people who would not be here, would not be playing the way they do, would not be having fun, would not have the friends and the connections they do without this person. They facilitate a lot within our community, and I think that this is an extremely well-earned and deserved honor for them.
This person puts an emphasis on the story. They create a world for us all. They've created many different magical monsters. They've created many dynamics within games. They've changed the rules. They have an emphasis of honor and play. They change their fighting style depending on who they're fighting and what role they're playing to give you a better story, to give you a better memory, to give you a better game. This person absolutely belongs up here.
What I look for in a knight is being able to be very well-rounded in combat, questing, role-playing. But this person meets all those requirements for me, but even more so is how selfless they are. They do so much for this community, and not because they want things for themselves or for their group, but because they see a need that would benefit other individuals, new players would help them, other event holding teams, other players help reach their goals, and that's their motivation to do what they do. And I think that is the biggest thing for me.
So, I have been around for a long time, and I worked with this person a long time ago. And at that time, that person was really quite young. I do what I do, which is I try and work with people to improve their fighting. And this person, we'd be fighting, and I'd get in close, but I didn't hit this person, and they'd stop. And I'd go, no, don't stop. Trying to get them to just keep going till the fight was done. Don't stop first. It took a while to work on that. Let me tell you though, this person's gonna hit you now. so don't think less of it. them for that. But sort of my other angle on this is you never know. At that time, this person was just a young person. You'd never know how much they grow, where they go, what they do. So support everybody the way this person supports everybody around them. It's amazing what they do, how much they've done. Getting to look at it historically, it's baffling to me. It's just how much someone can do. So there you go.
I could wax poetical for hours about this person, but to keep it very brief. I think the greatest honor we can have as mentors is when whoever we are mentoring grows beyond us. They become something greater, a better contributor, more well-loved, and I think you can all join me in a round of applause. Jackson, Chuck, please come on.
Brought up here and in front of everyone, do you accept this? You gotta be true to yourself.
Well, you know what? Actually, one other. Side one.
All right, well, he's making his way all the way down the line and hugging everyone. One last thing, one more announcement for us. At this time, I would like to inform everyone and introduce our new Knight Commander, Glenn.
Thank you, Knights of the Eternal Flame. Alright, so that's everything except for one more order of business. I would like the Knights of the Realms to join me up here, please. The time has come once again to ask another member of the community to join the Knights of the Realms. Lonnie Jones, please step before.
When I talk about seeing people grow and develop in game, I had an incredible incredible privilege. Long, long ago, out of Craythorne, my dear friend Daoud reached out to me and said, hey, there's these two girls that go to Yukon practice, and they're going up to Craythorne, and they're not going to know anybody. Can you meet them? So I hung out in the parking lot for like 45 minutes, and then they appeared. And I got to be one of the first people outside of the Yukon world that got to meet them and know them. And it was amazing, right? Because here comes this like enthusiastic newbie, and I'm sweet, and I'm gonna try to do everything. And she'll tell you, a lot of times she felt like she was awkward, and she felt like I'm way over my head and I don't know what I'm doing. But she always pulled things off, even from the very beginning, and was really impressive. And then she grew, and she took on bigger and bigger things, like throwing feast, and all sorts of things, co-leading the country, right? Huge things. And I think she still goes, oh my gosh, I don't believe I'm pulling this off, at least sometimes. So, you know, if you feel that way, you probably look better than you think you do, because she, this entire time, has been amazing. And then I went, okay, here's this happy person that's getting everything done. And the reality is she's gone through some personal transitions where it's gotten a little more challenging, but she's never stopped being committed to the community, and she's never stopped stepping up when we need her. And for that, she has earned respect.
I could tell many stories about Monty. In fact, I remember in this very hall, this one time she decided she was going to throw a tapas feast. And I remember looking at Aldo, Bryn, and some others who have served for a while, and like, this person is crazy. But she pulled it off. She rallied us with a calm demeanor. She was organized. Joked when people were stressed. I must have completed 1,000 small plates that day, no doubt. But she got us all together, and she led us to pull this off. This is something she's been doing for a long time. Lonnie is one of those people that is a bar raiser. She has a vision, she reaches for it, and she pulls the rest of us along with it, because we are better for it. When people speak of many knightly virtues, there is prowess, honor, chivalry, but there's one that is just as important as all those others that isn't spoken as much, and that's franchise. Franchise to me is the giving of oneself so others may succeed, and Lonnie is someone who does this in spades. She's always there to lend a helping hand, to open her home to people who need it, to give her time, her effort, her treasure, so that we may all succeed in this game, and we are better for it. Lonnie, I am not your peer. You are who I inspire to be when I here. This is a good thing we do this day. So say I. So will Craven McCry, Knight of the Round.
So, the Knights of the Realm, we're human, or at least mortal. So, while we may not always succeed in doing so, we aspire to live up to an ideal. And while I don't think any of us would have the audacity to call ourselves a role model, I will say that my fellow knights put their heart and soul into consistently going above and beyond for the good of the community and trying to make the realms a better place. At the very least, they each, in their own way, inspire me. Lonnie inspires me. She is always positive. She is always looking forward and finding a way forward. And somehow she manages to keep being so damn happy while she's doing it. She is a role model to me as well as to many others, including Will. Another thing I appreciate about Lonnie is her fearlessness and her tenacity, her ability to overcome any challenges that the universe may put in her way. There's a great Shakespeare quote that she regularly makes me think of that goes, "Though she be but little, she is fierce." Lastly, Lonnie is kind. She gives people the benefit of the doubt long after most of us would be ready to cut someone. She is a constant reminder of the choices we can make and how we should err on the side of compassion. For this and many more reasons, I welcome you to the Night of the Witness.
So here we are after over a decade of working together, and I tried real hard to come up with words that would carry the gravity of a moment like this, that would sum up the time that we had together and the moments that we shared and everything that we accomplished, and there aren't any, there just aren't. And so rather than a grand speech like my brother and sister Knights just shared, I'm just going to tell you what I know is true. What I know is true is that the thing that means the most to you, the thing that you hold closest to your heart, is that you seek to bring joy to the people around you, that you seek to make their lives better. There's nothing that means more to you than that. And I want you to look at the people in that kitchen right now, because what you've done is you have led them. You've been a leader, you've been somebody that they have looked to for inspiration and for direction and for everything that makes this event and everything else in Riasa happen. But I also want you to look at all of them. These are the people that you have fed. It doesn't just mean that you've nourished their bodies. What you've done is you've nourished their hearts by showing them love in a myriad of different ways, in every way. And you've nourished their souls, because what you have done in the years that I have known you, every step of the way, is you have made everyone around you better. You've made this community better. You've made the community that they exist in, that they love each other in, that they grow in. You have made that community exist, and you've brought it to new heights. You have nourished all of these people, and you have brought all of them joy, and you have made everybody around you better. You've made me better. And because of that, it is time for you to wear this belt.